Oh, hi, this is James Brain's report with hi. I'm here to show you the Instant Pot air fryers. So I'm gonna get this one going. I've got some frozen French fries, the Ore-Ida extra crispy fast food. They're very good. So I'm gonna got a rickety. Just hit air fry. So here's the thing. This thing does a preheat type thing, which it doesn't really need to do. So I'm gonna adjust accordingly. I like to do French fries for 8 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Uh, but since the preheat cycle takes about 3 minutes, I'm just gonna do 5 minutes with this bad boy. And I will talk to you while it cooks. So you may notice that I have two air fryers here. This is the little boy. They're both Vortex Pluses, you might be able to see. But this one's only 4 quarts. This is 6 quarts. And for their size, they're both the best air fryer for their size. Now, you may know Instant Pot for its Instant Pots, electric pressure cookers. Oddly enough, I feel like Crock Pot, known for their crock pots, makes a better pressure cooker. An Instant Pot makes the best air fryer. Crazy stuff, but I have objective tests. I have tested probably, over 60 air fryers, probably close to 70 or 80. And in my objective test, these are the winners for their size. So the cool thing about the big boy here, and I'd say this is better than that one, but this is 6 quarts, this is 4 quarts. This has a little window there where you can see your food cooking. You can watch it cook. It also has a filter in the back here that makes it so you don't have to smell the food as it cooks. It works okay. I'm not sure how necessary it is, but it does it. This does not do that. This does not have a window, as you can see. Does not have the odor ease filter. And it actually already cooked some fries in there. You can see how evenly cooked and done they are. That took about 8 minutes. Now, most air fryers take on average about 12 minutes to do this. But the Instant Pot air fryers, they take about 8 or 9 minutes and they cook incredibly evenly. So they do a very good job. The big one here costs about $130. Right now, I noticed if you get without the odories, the air filter thing, it's only $100, which is cheaper than this one, which is 110. But size wise, you can see this difference in size. If you're in like a New York City apartment and you're really starving for size, and it's just you, you're not cooking for other people, then you might want to go with the 4 quart. Uh, let's get into their performance. I do a few tests with them. I like to cook these fast food fries. I like to make fresh broccoli. Like I buy a head of broccoli and chop it up and put it in there. And I also like to do chicken wings. Chicken wings are amazing in an air fryer. I love them. I do a pound in this one, half a pound in the smaller ones. And these both did outstanding. In 16 minutes, the wings were evenly cooked, nice and crispy, like you might get at a restaurant. And they're just great, nice and juicy on the inside. I use a thermometer, make sure they're at a safe internal temperature, and they both were. Uh, Fast food fries, I kind of already went into that. You should pay better attention because I already covered that. As far as broccoli goes, though, I'd say overall air fryers kind of suck at making fresh broccoli, but also I feel like the type of people who love air fryers aren't going to be making a lot of broccoli. Like this is designed for like convenient, fast foods that you just want to munch down on. Maybe you had a gummy, maybe not. I don't judge. And so for the broccoli, it took about 12 minutes in each of them, and it wasn't very evenly cooked. By the time the florets were kind of burnt on the inside a little bit, the stems were still a little bit tough. Uh, that said, these Instant Pots did better than most air fryer brands. They did a great job. Did pretty darn well. Uh, so yeah, they were fast. They did well. Another thing I want to touch on is these both do dehydration, which isn't something that all air fryers do. So you can. I did apples. I sliced them up and I put them in this bad boy, and just let them. Oh, the light turned on when I smacked it. Uh, it's preheated, and this is when you add the food. I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit. That can help. They're not done. They're even, but they're still. We'll put them back in. Uh, so I did apples in this. I think I did it very low setting. I feel like it was maybe 165 or something. And within a few hours, I had apple chips, which tasted amazing. This does a good job. The problem is you can't fit a lot of stuff in there. You can't fit a lot of layers of apple chips, but just a little snack. It worked well. Uh, Another thing about these is they are very user friendly. You saw I was able to just punch it in and start using them. You can see you just touch the type of cooking you want to do and select the time and the temp. You use this nice dial, so I could, in theory, press that time and look at the dial. It just adjusts everything. Minute two. You press the start and cancel button. You press start there. I don't want to start, so cancel. And that's how that works. I'm not going to mess with the settings there because it's cooking. You need to be patient. They're also dishwasher safe. The basket and the crisper plate on the inside, they take up a fair amount of space in the dishwasher. I like to hand wash the basket, and then the crisper plate I'll just put in there because it can be a little bit harder to clean, but still easy enough to hand wash. Um, and they both have non-stick coatings, so the debris just slides right off. So I said these are the best. If for some reason you're like anti-Instant Pot, maybe like the CEO of Instant Pot like kicked a family member in the groin and you don't want to give them any of your money, then I'd say the best alternative for the Vortex Plus is the beautiful air fryer. It's also 6 quarts, doesn't have the window, doesn't have the air filter, but it costs about half as much. And it comes from Drew Barrymore, the star of Firestarter. She made it. It's a Walmart exclusive brand, and it works surprisingly well for how budget it is. If you want something with a little more size, you want a size queen, 11 quart Medea 2 zone. Another one that I believe is may only be available at Walmart. It might also be at Costco. I'm going to leave links to everything in the notes to this YouTube video so you don't have to listen to me and me telling you where to buy stuff. Uh, the best alternative to the Instant Vortex Plus, oh, it's telling me to turn the food. I already did that, so you can ignore it. Please ignore it. Um, I'd say is the Dreo Air Crisp Pro is the best alternative to this small one. Same small size. It did better in the cooking test though, and it cost about $35 less. Uh, what else I think that covers everything. I was hoping this would be done cooking by the time we were done, but it's still, you know, I'd say if you were impatient, you could start eating it. Some of these are very, very ready to go. Some of them need a couple more minutes, but they'll get there. But yeah, is the Instant Pot air fryers. If you have any questions, please, please ask them in the comments below. Can't stress that enough. It helps us if you subscribe to the channel, but I understand you have family stuff and just different things going on in life. You may not be able to subscribe, so I'm not gonna blame you. But yeah, thank you.